Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Let's Go Sportsball podcast. I'm Ron, joined by my co-host Owen. Sorry about the delay a little bit.
Yeah.
Both of us were out of town.
Yeah,
we
were both out doing stuff. He was out doing stuff with his girlfriend, and I was in Nashville seeing a Lightning game, seeing the Lightning play the Preds, and we won 5-2. It was
crazy. He loved it.
We are so back.
But we didn't upload yesterday as of this recording because celebrating some stuff.
His birthday.
Yep.
And, he's wearing the gift that I got him.
Yeah, the Griffin.
Archie Griffin jersey. Got it off of Mitchell and Ness. Highly recommend their stuff to all y'all. It is fantastic.
One of the greatest running backs of all time. You can't argue with that. In college
because he was kind of a bust in the NFL.
Yep.
Which is a shame.
Two-time Heisman Trophy winner, the only two-time winner. So.
Yeah, besides me in college football, 26, I'm kidding.
But we're going to start it off with baseball first.
Yeah, because the World Series is officially over. It's funny because last episode we were still waiting on seeing who would win the Mariners and Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays emulated the Leafs and choked in Game 7.
But
because screw my life. But yeah, I mean, it was an insane game. I watched some of it at work. Unbelievable finish. Like the bat broke, but yeah. So for the second time in a row, the Los Angeles Dodgers are your 2025 World Series champions.
First team, and I believe it's 30 years to go back to back.
Nope, 20, because the Yankees, back in the 2000s. No, because I'm pretty sure they won in 1999. Then they won it in Then they won it in 2000, and they were gonna win. They wanted to win 3 straight in 2001, but then the Diamondbacks somehow did something.
Scott, I know you're probably going to be watching this. Let us know in the comments.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm right, but
I think you might be.
Let the Cleveland Indians fan tell us. Also, Yoshinobu Yamamoto ended up getting World Series MVP. I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised. He was. He was an unbelievable player in that World Series.
A lot of people were. I think some people were even speculating that he wasn't going to do that good. That they're just going to keep, like Kershaw was going to show off, and especially for his last season.
Yeah.
But for him to go out as
three-time World Series champion,
and back-to-back.
So hey, looks like we were all right. The Dodgers are winning the World Series right off the bat. No pun intended. Right. But yeah, so. Incredible World Series. But also, I want to point out that this has been the 6th year. So y'all know Pat Maroon of the Lightning winning 3 straight Stanley Cups, with one with St. Louis and 2 with Tampa Bay. We got the one that actually won more than 3 straight. Will Smith, not he of. Look at me real quick. Of the slap.
You already slapped me yesterday. I'm not letting you do that again.
Yeah, with a cupcake. And wanting to get mad at somebody because of the G.I. Jane jokes. The better Will Smith, that also doesn't play hockey, has won 6 straight World Series championships. His first was in 2020 with the Dodgers. 2021, he won it with the Braves. 2022, he won it with the Astros. 2023, he won it with the Rangers. And then he just went back-to-back with the Dodgers. I mean,
that's crazy.
The man is becoming Henri Richard and Bill Russell up in this place. I cannot believe this.
That is crazy. So I've got a few NCAA commitments. There's a lot going on around the NCAA, but I've got some commitments here.
Sorry, real quick. He also got the series-winning home run in the 11th inning. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Sorry. Keep going.
But first off, the class of 2027 first baseman Frank Thomas III, son of Hall of Famer Frank Thomas, has committed to Auburn.
Oh,
he's going to Auburn. He is
6'2",
195 pounds. Left-handed hitter from Sarasota, Florida, is ranked as the number 111 overall prospect in the nation. Another player from the 2027 class.
So, I was
going to let you go ahead.
Okay. So, outfielder and left-handed pitcher Griffin McCain has announced his commitment to the Clemson Tigers. The 6'3" lefty from Fort Mill, South Carolina, is ranked number 25 in the nation and is one of the top two-way talents in the 2027 class.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's that.
So, out of Florida, of course, we covered last time. Well, actually,
Well, we covered that they were looking at it.
They were looking at it.
Official.
However, it is official as of October 22nd, 23rd. The San Francisco Giants did sign a deal with the 2024 College World Series champion head coach from Tennessee, Tony Vitello. So he is now at San Francisco. They did finalize the deal. They also did get a new head coach, and this is their 26th head coach in the Tennessee baseball history. John Elander, I think it's Elander, is now the new head coach. So
I gotta say, I'm interested to see how Elander does. Vitello's gonna be sorely missed. I mean, he did win the college World Series championship thingamajit bob with your Tennessee Volunteers. Shut up, let me have this, okay? I want joy in my life. And I mean, he was a great coach. And San Francisco, they're definitely a team that could use a better coach. And Vitello's good.
He has no MLB experience.
So I know that's what I'm going to mention is the fact that I am concerned because big shot college coaches going to the majors, that usually the John Harbaughs and like I said last time, the Harbaughs and the Pete Carrolls are very rare to come by. You know they're not common. So I'm not expecting him to bring back the Giants dynasty of the 2010s.
Good luck
but,
with that.
I'm sure he'll do okay. At least I hope. But this is a big step forward for him. So we'll have to see.
Yep. Going back to some commitments, another class of 2027 shortstop. Second baseman Jordan Kurz, I think is how you say it. Hey, he's announced his commitment to South Carolina. The dynamic infielder from Tustin, California, and Orange Lutheran High School is ranked among the top prospects in the nation, boasting a 91 mile per hour exit velocity and a 93.2 mile per hour max barrel speed. A standout of the 2024 Sophomore National Showcase, Kurz brings elite speed, power, and athleticism to the Gamecocks. So I think that's going to help out with the two-time College World Series champions.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that guy, but that really is one of the funniest names in collegiate sports. No.
Gamecocks.
Yeah, because I mean, do I have to even explain it?
Nope.
Good, because I don't want to,
Yep.
get in trouble here.
Another little buzz from the class of 2027.
I'll
let you go.
All right. Yeah. Oh, we're going back and forth. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to make sure. Class of 2027 catcher and first baseman Brew Milner has announced his commitment to Georgia Tech. The power hitting backstop from Tallahassee. From Tallahassee, Alabama. That's really okay. Is ranked number 1 catcher and number 4 overall in Alabama's 2027 class. Is one of the premier bats in the Southeast. I mean, he's number 1 catcher. He's a damn good player because catchers, though, that is one of the tougher positions in sports. So best of luck to him.
But he's also a first baseman, so kind of helps him out a little bit more. Class of 2026 shortstop Jacob Lombard has announced his commitment to the University of Miami.
Ooh.
The 6'3", 185-pound standout from Gulliver Prep, which is in Florida, is ranked number 2 nationally. Is ranked number two nationally in the 2026 class and is widely considered one of the top shortstops in the country. Wow, that's going to help them out.
Oh yeah,
quite a bit, I think. So this one I think could help them out as well.
Yeah. So Will Brick, can we just say that is one of the best names for a baseball player ever. Imagine if he played in basketball and his name was Will Brick.
Oh my gosh.
And he laid enough bricks to be confused with
Anyways.
Angel Reese. I'm kidding, or like a carpenter. That'd be kind of funny. Big construction man. So Wilbrick has announced his commitment to Mississippi State. The catcher is currently ranked as a as a top 10 player in the class of 2026. There's a fly again. But yeah, I mean that's another great another great addition.
Oh yeah,
I almost said addition, like a freak.
Yep. Class of 2026 right-hand pitcher Jake Carball has announced his commitment to Mississippi State. The 6'5", 220 right-handed pitcher from Plant City, Florida, chose the Dogs over North Carolina and Florida.
Wow.
He says, "Thank you to all the coaches from Mississippi State. Can't wait to get up there. Go Dogs."
Now, yes, let's address the elephant in the room. Plant City.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what? As a Florida native, yeah, we're not known for sanity. Okay, come on. Why do you think Florida? No joke. When I was in Nashville, they had like a Florida Man headline thing on the freaking jumbotron. They had and it was taking photos of random Florida fans, of Tampa Bay fans, and just putting them up there. I wanted so bad to be up there, and I would have been like, I am the Florida Man. But no, my dreams were crushed. Nashville, I cannot believe you did this. Anyway, so the Los Angeles Angels
Of Anaheim.
are hiring Kurt Suzuki. Oh, they're playing Bon Jovi. To be their next manager.
So, if you don't know, there was a lot of talks and rumors about Albert Pujols going to be the manager, but then they struck that down. So now it's Kurt Suzuki, a former player for the Angels.
Of Anaheim.
So I think this is a good move on their half, but at the same time, I would have at least started him out somewhere lower.
Yeah.
And got him back up, because going from a player to a coach, why am I doing the 6'7"? I gotta stop. Right now, all
You don't know how bad I want to punch you for doing
buddy,
that.
trust me. Do you not understand how bad I want to hit myself for doing that? Oh, that.
I mean, I can go find I can go find a brick or something out there.
Please no.
Okay.
I just turned a year older, and I really don't want to die.
Okay, Grandpa. So, the Twins. Hey, you can't get mad at me because look what I got you.
I know.
It is a nice jersey though.
It is.
Nice. They have
It
the
is.
heritage stripes.
Heritage stripes, yep.
That's what you were saying.
Yep. Old school.
Yeah. So the Twins are hiring the Minnesota Twins are hiring Derek Shelton as their next manager per John Heyman. Why did I say it like that? Shelton was fired after being manager of the Pirates in May after 5 full seasons with the club. So, you know what? If he's manager with the Pirates and you're getting him, just Minnesota, just die.
They started out really horrible.
They need to not be horrible.
But
stuff.
the Washington Nationals are finalizing a deal to hire Blake Butera as the team's next manager. Butera, 33, will be the youngest manager in MLB in more than 50 years. Butera served for 4 seasons as a minor league manager in the Rays organization. And on here,
That's
it looks
cool.
like he was a part of the Italian team. He was Italia. So it's weird seeing Butera, and hopefully I didn't butcher that, being a part Italian myself. If I butchered that, I'm gonna feel bad.
It's okay, Pasta Man. But no, I mean, I think this is a solid move.
Getting a young manager though.
Well, I mean, also he was manager for the minor league team for the Rays, and the Rays have a fantastic farm system.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even being biased. They have one of the better farm systems in the MLB. So I'm not gonna act like he's gonna be the best GM that the universe has ever known. But he is going to be good because he played for the Reds. I'm kidding. But I mean, I'm hoping for the best for him. So Michael King has declined his mutual option with the San Diego Padres, and he will become a free agent.
So that's gonna be that's gonna be a huge hit, I think, for the Padres, because I mean, not only, I mean, they still have Tatis, who has done really good this season. A lot of people think he hasn't, but I think he has done really good. But that's probably gonna hurt them just a little bit if he's declining his mutual option. So I don't know where he's gonna go to. I don't know who needs.
Come to Kappa. I don't actually know what he plays.
I think he's a pitcher. So I mean, hopefully he doesn't. I don't know where he's gonna go to, but
yeah.
Good luck to you on whichever team you go to. Hopefully it's not the Rockies.
Or the White Sox, let's be honest.
I would say more Rockies over White Sox because the Rockies are a lot worse than the White Sox right now.
Well, you're kind of comparing, you're kind of comparing flaming garbage with flaming garbage here. It's just the other one, has, worse garbage in it, I guess.
Of course, basketball season is underway.
Yes, we are in fact so back. And the Cavaliers are doing...
I believe they're 3-2.
Let me look.
I know they've lost a couple games because we lost to the Knicks and we lost to the Celtics. So we at least have
my God.
losses under our...
Yeah. Enable notifications. I'm sorry, folks. It's trying to get me to buy everything.
Yes, it is.
Skip. So, the Cleveland Cavaliers are...
Where'd they go? We're both trying to find them, and they're not. There it is, 4-3.
They're 4-3. Oh, they're 4-3.
Hey.
The 76ers are
5-1. Oh, no.
Why? All right, that's it. I'm switching teams.
Well,
am I allowed to switch teams?
No.
Okay.
Here's the funny part. Pacers are doing bad. They're 1-5. Brooklyn Nets are 0-6. Wizards are 1-5.
Shocking?
Yeah.
Really? I mean...
Pelicans are 0-6 after doing it very good. The only remaining undefeated team, and how you can't act shocked with this. The only remaining undefeated team is the defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of them that are in really close. So 5-1 is the Philadelphia 76ers, Chicago Bulls. Let's see. And 5-1 as well, as of this recording, the San Antonio Spurs.
I mean,
they went off.
There's that guy. You might have heard of him. Wemby.
I don't know what he did during the offseason, but he turned into a different man.
He is an absolute monster out there, and I'm not saying that because he is freakishly tall. I'm saying it because, damn. The man's insane out there. He's doing, only 3 days into the NBA season, we had a double overtime thriller. Wemby went 40-15 with 0 turnovers. I mean, we also had some other stuff. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So starting off, you know what? Let's talk about Victor Wembanyama. He is the first player in NBA history with 100 points and 15 blocks in the first 3 games of a season.
Which is crazy.
Automatically, he is the GOAT. Who is LeBron? Who is Jordan? Who is Bert? Who is Donovan Mitchell?
Watch it. Watch it now.
Dude, I'm messing with you. You see how easy it is to rage bait him?
Well, when you say better than Michael Jordan, I will lose it.
Dude, you know I'm messing, all right? Yes. Come on. The only player who's better than MJ is, in fact... I didn't have a joke for this.
Good luck. But...
I didn't have a joke for
I've got a couple of commitments. First one from my favorite school.
The
Ohio State Buckeyes.
The Ohio State Nut Boys.
So, the Ohio State Buckeyes have signed, or have gotten a commitment from Anthony Thompson. He is a small forward, out of Lebanon, Ohio, and he is a 5-star commit.
Wow.
He is a 5-star recruit. Anthony Thomas is the number 13 ranked player in the SC Next Top 100 for the class of 2026. And he committed to Ohio State. I don't know the other colleges, but I was talking about this.
On the way here.
On the way here, I was talking to him about it. This is probably the first time I've seen a 5-star player, a 5-star recruit, go to Ohio State for basketball. because most of the time we get transfers, and right now I think the team is going to look good. Of course, I think the season is starting up here shortly, so I can't wait.
Yeah, because I mean, and this is no offense like to Ohio State, but I mean they aren't really that well known for basketball, or like they just aren't really that well known for basketball. They've kind of put a lot of their points into football, but I mean that could definitely help out the program.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that.
It's going to help them out quite a bit, in my opinion. However, some of those transfers that we have gone before, they're still doing really good. I can't remember his name, but he is a really good player right now. Another commitment before we get back into the NBA is Caleb Gaskins, the number 16 ranked player in the SC, next top 100 for the class of 2026, has committed to Miami Hurricanes. So, yeah.
What? It doesn't. It doesn't feel the same as joining Hornstown. It doesn't feel the same.
But he is committed. He's number 16 ranked player. Only 3 spots behind. I don't know what position he plays. He is out of Melbourne, Florida. And he is a power forward. He is 6'8", 208. And he is a 5-star recruit.
Nice.
So, Gaskin combines footwork, a soft touch, and college-ready strength with an impressive 7'1" wingspan. Buddy, that makes our arms look... but that is per Paul Biancardi, I think that's how you say his name, but as per him on the Miami commitment. So
let's get into the NBA because season's gotten started and it's already crazy. But first of all, this is something that fans have been asking for years. Something that I've been wanting to see, and it's something I want to see in another league. But I'll mention that the NBA Finals will return to painting the Larry O'Brien Trophy at center court. If you don't know, the Larry O'Brien Trophy is the championship trophy for the NBA.
Literally, it's like a long basket with the ball going into it.
And that's a really cool trophy in my opinion.
I
don't think Stanley Cup's like a million times better.
I still want to get a mini little version of it.
Oh, dude, I
get like a mini Super Bowl, mini national champion, mini Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think I saw the
World
national
Series.
championship trophy a few years ago. I think I saw the actual one.
Luckily, nobody saw that.
No, I saw it was right there.
And they didn't see which finger it was.
Yeah, they could. It's okay. I can, whatever. So, I don't even know why you're flipping me off. I saw it. I know,
the trophy. And I have yet to see it in person myself.
Well, cry me a damn river. I didn't know what it was at the time. Abuse. So, yeah, that is something that fans have been wanting for a very long time. And honestly, I think that's a really good move by the NBA.
Do you know the last time that the large trophy was painted on the court?
When?
Go back about 16 years.
Wow.
2009 was the last time that the large trophy was painted on the court. And also, at center court, and the finals script logo on the home team's floor.
That's cool.
For the finals starting this season. So that starts, this is going to be like for the first time, and get this, since 2009, when the late Kobe Bryant's Lakers defeated the Orlando Magic. Wow. That was the last time they had that in there.
Wait, the Magic made the finals back then?
Yes, they did.
Wow. I actually didn't know that.
It's crazy.
Anyway, but yeah, and to this day, I still really, really think that they need to bring that back, specifically for the NHL, and you start putting back the Stanley Cup Finals logo, on the ice, above the blue lines, because it just doesn't feel the same. No, what do you got?
On,
what you got?
So, firstly, on October 20th...
We're talking about this now?
Yes.
Might as well.
Here we go. Get it out of the way.
Here we go.
Talking about it now, on October 23rd, Terry Rozier was arrested as part of a sports gambling probe. The Eastern District of New York and FBI Director Kash Patel will held a press conference 10 a.m. Don't know specifically on that, but there's also another player and a coach that has been arrested, but also a former player. So,
So I got some more stuff on it right here. So NBA players, Damon Jones, and head coach Chauncey Billups. Were accused of using insider information to profit from bets. Rozier also allegedly faked an injury during a game, while others altered performances to manipulate outcomes. It was also alleged that there were mafia families involved in this scandal, using special contact lenses and X-ray tables in order to cheat with like rigged poker games. And the FBI says that schemes involved tens of millions of dollars over several years, and the NBA has suspended Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier. So this is still an ongoing situation. There's a lot. There are a lot of moving parts of this, and we're probably not going to be able to cover everything right now, or anytime soon, because again, it's a giant situation. There's a lot of moving parts to this.
We'll get it whenever we get the specific information. We'll make sure to get it on the next episode and let y'all know. But as of October 23rd, we have not heard anything. This was the last thing that I remember hearing about. The NBA released a statement saying, quote, "We are in the process of reviewing the federal indictments," announced on October 23rd. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams, and we will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top priority. Now, NCAA did come out with something saying that college players can bet on pro sports.
Yeah.
So now it's like, now what is it going to do? Are they going to allow them to do it, or are they going to try and stop it and get it beforehand? But it's something that I don't care if you bet on other, like, you should be allowed to bet on other games, but not be allowed to bet on your own, because you can affect it yourself. Because you're not only scheming people out of like thousands, if not millions of dollars that they could win, but you're also like ruining your stats in the same time.
Yeah, and you're damaging your team.
Yeah.
In that way. And like, in my opinion, I don't like sports betting. I've never really liked it. But like, if you want to do it, if that's what you like doing, more power to you. I can't stop you. But if it's going against the rules of, your company or whatever, it's just, don't go on DraftKings. It's not that hard. And like, I mean, I understand gambling can be a vice, but like, seriously, it's basically, like, if this is true, I'm not gonna have too much sympathy for him, because at the end of the day, you're breaking the rules of your company, all right? Like, when you work for a company, that company is liable for the things that you do, and you get caught breaking the rules, you're out. It's not that big of a deal. But there's also this funny thing that happened where when they were talking about this on ESPN, and you know how ESPN loves having that little corner where they talk about sports bets and stuff? They were very, very quick to remove their ESPN bet logo promotion during the segment when they were talking about all the controversy and stuff like that. So that's funny, but at the end of the day, again, it sucks, but they brought it on themselves, man. Just don't go on freaking FanDuel. It's not that hard.
If you guys do know somebody out there, or you are specifically into a gambling addiction, whether it be in casinos or you're doing sports betting, please reach out to a professional about that, and hopefully you can find the help. I mean, it's okay if you're doing every once in a while, but if you're getting to that point where you're spending hundreds, thousands, if not millions of dollars right then and there, then
please talk to somebody.
Please talk to somebody.
It's horrible.
That's the way we're going to end that specific topic right there.
Yeah.
There are other stuff that we are going to talk about, or at least that I have in the basketball realm.
I have a couple things, so I'm trying to get back on the thing.
But please search out. But please search out, look out for help.
Please reach out for help, because it's not okay. All right, look up the hotline, stuff like that. Oh, they're playing My Chemical Romance. Love this band.
Okay, moving on.
So, continuing onwards.
But Indiana Pacers forward Aaron Nesmith has agreed to a 2-year, $40.4 million contract extension with the franchise through the 2028-29 season, plus a trade kicker According to his agent, he was given the maxed allowed salary via extension. The Pacers lock in one of their best defenders after a playoff run in which Nesmith started all 23 games on the run to the finals and shot 49.2% on three-pointers, the best by any player in a single postseason with at least 100 threes attempted in NBA history. So that is something that they really needed to come back. However,
Sportsball.
it's not helping y'all right now in the regular season.
Yeah. So last time we checked in on Trae Young, there was a lot of talk about him not doing a contract extension with the Atlanta Hawks, and now, Trae ain't doing that well because he has sustained a sprained MLC in his right knee and will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. Sources tell ESPN he underwent an MRI, and after multiple doctor reviews, it was determined that he dodged major structural damage in that knee.
Yeah, I saw the
and stuff like that.
I saw the video of it, and
yeah.
Legs are not supposed to bend that way.
Yeah, trust me. What is this? The NFL?
Okay, let's get.
I'm remembering things.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But
So, continuing on.
But moving on to a former teammate. The reason I say former teammate is because Grizzlies currently, or the Memphis Grizzlies, are planning to sign center Charles Bassey. I think that's how you say his name. Grizzlies currently have Ty Jerome,
Cavs legend.
Yes, Scottie Pippen Jr., Brandon Clark, and Zach Edey sidelined for extended periods, clearing way for a 10-day hardship signing in Charles Bassey. They definitely need him. I mean, especially with Zach Edey being out. He's like one of the great centers there is right now. I mean, it sucks for me to say that considering he came from Purdue, but I have to give respect to him.
What's your beef with Purdue?
They're not really... I just don't
What's
like
your
them.
beef with them? They didn't do anything.
They're in our conference.
What did they do? They haven't... Oh, I get it. Because they haven't done anything to contribute to Ohio State winning. Ow. Abuse. Ow. That actually... No, it's because, like... No, you're good. It's like the black part on my beak kind of scraped hard, really hard against my nose.
But one of a local legend finally got a contract.
Here we go. So, the Indiana Pacers are signing guard Mac McClung to a multi-year contract. Greg Lawrence of Wasserman tells ESPN. The deal marks the first standard NBA contract for Mac McClung after the dunk contest first ever three-peat champion spent time on camp in two-way deal since 2021. The Pacers plan to waive center James Wiseman to create roster space for Mac, who will sign a non-guaranteed multi-year deal. Sources said Indiana is dealing with several key injuries to their guards and wings to start the season. So
I watched some of his highlights, and the reason I say he's a local player, he was local to not really local to this specific area, but local around the area.
So local. You didn't have to explain that, Ron.
But his highlights were really good. He's more famous for his dunks and everything, but I know he's a great basketball player, so I don't know why all these teams were just like, here, we're going to put you in the G League and then pass you on. Put you in the G League, pass you on. Put you in the G League. Okay, we'll play you for a little bit, pass you on.
Yeah,
he's got to land
sports,
a team.
Man. It's
I know
cruel.
it is, but he is really good.
Well, we'll have to see. He'll probably come into the league and start balling. So.
Unfortunately for the Lakers, Lakers guard Gabe Vincent is expected to miss at least 2 to 4 weeks after undergoing an MRI on his sprained left ankle. Yeesh. But there's a couple of things going on as well. I'll cover. We can skip that. The last thing that I have for this one is that the Emirates NBA Cup of 2025.
The in-season tournament, right?
The in-season tournament
Yeah.
started officially on October 31st, so Halloween just a few days ago. And right now in the Western Division, the West A, is the Minnesota Timberwolves, Oklahoma City Thunder, Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings, and the Utah Jazz. In West B is the Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, Memphis Grizzlies, and the New Orleans Pelicans. Why are they in the West? West C is the Denver Nuggets, the Golden State Warriors, the Rockets, Houston Rockets, the Portland Trail Blazers, and the San Antonio Spurs.
Nice.
In the Eastern groups, the East A is the Atlanta Hawks, Toronto Raptors. I almost said Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors, the Washington Wizards, Indiana Pacers, and your Cleveland Cavaliers.
What up?
In East B, you've got the Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets, Detroit Pistons, Orlando Magic, and the
Hate their new
Philadelphia.
logo.
I know, I hate it too. And the Philadelphia 76ers. In Group East C is the Charlotte Hornets, Chicago Bulls, Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks, and the New York Knicks. Now, I don't know what the scores were from Halloween, but there was a lot of them. But the Emirates NBA Cup, which is their in-season tournament, has officially started.
So let's get into some hockey, because hockey season is, still going strong. So there were a couple of milestones here. So first and foremost, Sidney Crosby, Sid the Kid, has reached 1,700 points. He reached 1,700 points. Don't really remember when this was, but he got it. So good on Sid the Kid.
About a week ago is when he had it done. About a week ago. That's a song that you don't know. That's from my time.
I do know that song.
But as much as I don't like the Pittsburgh Penguins, I have a lot of respect for Sidney Crosby.
Oh, yeah. He's one of the best to ever do it.
I mean, he stayed on the same team since he was drafted. And, I mean, you rarely see that.
Don't tell that to Colorado fans, because they'll start having a mental breakdown. Be like, no, he's going to play for the Avalanche. No, he won't.
He's never going to play for the Avalanche.
Never.
I hate to tell you, but he's not going to play. He's going to end his season in Pittsburgh. Either that, or he'll go. If he decides to go to another team, he's going to a team that's actually going to be good, like the Washington Capitals. And then he may be.
I mean, the Avs aren't that bad.
The Avs aren't that bad.
I don't think he's ever leaving Pittsburgh, but if he did, he'd probably go to Canada or something. But anyway.
Going to Toronto?
I don't know. I mean, I sure freaking hope not.
I know your face whenever you did that, you're like...
So, continuing on. Another player to reach the 1,000-point club is the star player for your Tampa Bay Lightning, Nikita
Stop it. Nikita Kucherov. You went on for a whole minute, dude. Come on.
Hold on. What is this? I thought I touched gum. So,
I was about to say,
Nikita Kucherov has reached 1,000 NHL points. Oh yeah. So I mean, incredible. What an incredible career for 86. I mean, he's like, I can't believe he was only I think he was only like a second round pick, and he's like one of the best players in the entire world. Make it make sense, folks. Come on now. But yeah, so unbelievable, and he's still got a lot of time to go. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I personally think he has the potential to pass Stammer as the best Bolt, but I don't know.
He might. I don't know. He's gonna have to work harder.
One.
Yeah,
work harder, my guy. Have you seen him? So another player that reached a milestone is another Lightning legend on your Tampa Bay Lightning, Brandon Hagel, has reached 300 NHL points. I mean, Hagel has had such an insane career. I mean, he started off at on the fringes for a while. He did okay in Chicago, and then he came to Tampa Bay and became an absolute baller. I know that's the different sport, but just whatever. Go kick rocks. So Hagel is great player, fantastic player. So yeah. Oh, another milestone is Cole Caulfield of the Montreal Canadiens has recently broken the franchise record for the most overtime goals with 11.
That's crazy.
And you know the crazy thing? This is for the Montreal Canadiens. They are the most decorated.
I love how you're emphasizing Canadiens.
Yeah, that's how you say it. For the Habs. This is the most decorated and historic NHL team ever. They've been around since before the league began. They've been around since
original six.
Since 1893.
Yep.
Well, they were like the Montreal Hockey Club, or
Yeah.
I don't know. There were like 50 teams.
You should
in
know this. You're like a hockey encyclopedia.
No, I'm not kidding. There were like 30 teams in Montreal. Like when the NHL started, there were 3 of them. They had the Maroons, the Wanderers, and the Habs. The Maroons were good. They won the Cup a few times, and then they folded because competition with the Habs. And then there were the Wanderers, who before the NHL weren't too bad. They had a.
How come
cup
you're
or
not
two.
on that team? Because you like to wander sometimes.
Oh, you're talking about how I walk. Yeah, no. Oh no, that's just because I don't have a car, so I have to use these.
I wasn't specifically on that,
Why
but
did I pull my leg up like that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna break my leg.
But
hold on. And the Wanderers in the NHL sucked, and then their arena burnt down. No joke, it burnt down and they couldn't replace it. So they were like, screw it, let's just have these other guys. So, and the fact that he's able to surpass that is insane. This man is crazy levels of clutch. So congratulations to Cole Caulfield.
So one quick question I have for you before we cover even more, and I just want a quick kind of your opinion on this. Okay. How do you feel about the Nordiques and the Whalers coming back or doing a Nordiques and a Whalers night?
I think it's pretty cool.
It was
I'm not
awesome.
a fan of Canadian fans being like, "Oh my God, it's
a franchise."
disrespectful." Dude, shut up.
Same.
No, Hartford fans don't complain about the Whalers being about Whalers jerseys in Carolina, so shut up. But I still do think. I mean, hey, here's my thing. If you're gonna start complaining, maybe you should have supported the team.
Yep.
Maybe you should have shown the Nordiques some love.
It could be the same thing with It could be the same thing with the going to the NFL. The Houston Oilers going to Nashville, and they switched up teams. They got everybody in Houston says that it should be in Houston, but it's a part of that franchise. It's a part of Nashville's franchise. So it's kind of the same thing. Like where those two teams moved down to where they are now, it's technically under their franchise now, in my opinion. So. But
and I still find it funny how the Titans always don the Oilers jerseys whenever they play Houston, and they usually get curb stomped.
Yeah, Paramore.
Anyway, but yeah.
Stop getting distracted by music.
I have ADHD, you egg.
I do too, but I'm focusing more than you.
Continuing on. What do you got?
I've got that the New York Islanders forward Pierre Engvall. Engvall?
Yeah, Engvall.
Yeah, I got it right.
Engvall, you said it wrong, boy.
Will most likely be done for the season after undergoing ankle surgery, according to GM Matthew Darche.
Darsh.
Close enough.
You were on a streak, and then, like the Blue Jays, you blew it.
Okay.
Emphasis on the blue.
Well, then also.
So.
Just like the Toronto Maple Leafs, but
so Chris Tanev, there was a very scary injury on defenseman Chris Tanev after getting a nasty check after a really bad elbow to the head by Matvei Michkov. He ended up getting sent to a hospital in Philadelphia, where he was kept overnight for precautionary evaluation. He got stretchered off, but thankfully he was discharged. And he has returned back to Toronto, so I don't know much more about his current condition, but I pray for the best. And it sucks because I really don't want him to be out for the season, because I'll be honest, I was hoping the Lightning got him, because when he first went to Dallas, a lot of I think it was Ottinger who said Tanev is a goalie's dream because he's a great defenseman.
Yes.
So I was hoping that the Lightning would end up picking him up, but it wasn't meant to be. So I will take it and start crying.
The thing is, it's like you see the injury, and it's kind of like I'm referencing it to NASCAR. You saw, if you know, the Dale Earnhardt wreck, where the one that accidentally killed him. That one, it's kind of like that one. You don't think it's a major. It was something major, but that's the same thing for me. Not saying that wasn't a major, major injury.
Of course not. It just didn't look that way.
You look at it, and it's like, oh, he might just be he might just be stunned a little bit. Like, he might have gotten hit in the back of the head, back of the neck. He might have gotten stunned. No, this is a lot worse than what you're thinking. And the videos that they showed us were in slow-mo, so we don't know how fast it was. But all we know
no, I saw.
So,
it was bad.
Well, I don't know how fast it was because I only saw the slow-mo. But it's still, it's
Yeah.
like, you don't know what the injuries are going to be like. And we'll talk about some injuries as well in the NFL once
And I'm going to get pissed about one. So, continuing onwards, Martin Necas has been re-signed by Colorado. He has received an 8-year, $11.5 million contract extension AAV. So that is huge. Like I'm noticing that the NHL has been giving out a lot of really, really hefty extensions lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the salary cap is going up. So yeah,
But
that makes sense.
that
But
doesn't
I
mean
think-
anything.
I think it's a worthy investment because I mean Necas has been very solid for the Avalanche. Last year in 30 games played with Colorado, he scored 11 goals. He had 17 assists and 28 points. This man was almost a point per game with Colorado.
Yeah.
And then and this is being recorded on November
3rd.
On November 3rd, like before any other NHL games. As of this recording, he had, in 13 games played, he has 9 goals, 8 assists, and 17 points. This man has more points than he does games played in the season. That is unbelievable. So,
How is that possible?
I don't know, man, but hey, I mean, Necas and Rantanen going to their respective teams worked out pretty well. And then Taylor Hall was like, I too am in this trade, guys. I mean, he's been pretty good in Carolina, so I'm not going to be dissing Taylor Hall, former first overall pick. I have his jersey card, rookie. I think it's an RP. But I don't have an RPA. But continuing on, what do you got, Ron?
I've got something that was signed, sealed, and delivered from the New Jersey Devils. God dog it.
You almost had that with the perfect delivery. You know what? Try it again. We are trying this again. Try again, Ron.
I've got some signed, sealed, and delivered from the New Jersey Devils.
There you go.
Jacob Markstrom has signed a 2-year deal with the New York... God...
I'll just take it from here. He signed a 2-year, $6 million extension with the New Jersey Devils.
I think
Jersey. Has
New
Mike
Jersey.
scared you this much to where you can't say Jersey?
But I think this is a good move for the Devils. I think it could help them out, especially for the goaltender position. I think it's going to help them out quite a bit.
He was their savior. He was their savior last year, especially after all the bad goaltending they had. But my main concern about it is the fact that he is on the wrong side of 30. He's 35, which means he's around that age for NHL goaltenders.
How old was Marc-Andre Fleury?
Let me finish. Well, not all goalies are the same, Ron.
I know.
But he's on the wrong side of 30. He's pushing 36.
Yeah.
And so he is injury prone. He's very injury prone. So there is that to consider. But while I do think this is a good deal, I'm a little concerned, but at the same time, we'll have to see.
I can understand that.
So
I'll let you cover another one.
Good, because you might mess up the team name. So, the salad bars. Can you just cover this one? Because I messed it up. I literally say it instinctively now.
The Dallas Stars and Thomas Hartley have agreed to an 8-year, $10.59. Why didn't you just jump it up to $10.6 million?
The NHL wants to be special. Hold on, I gotta
know.
get some pillow over here.
But has signed an 8-year, $10.59 million AAV contract extension to keep him on the Dallas Stars. So hopefully, what is your opinion on this? I don't really know much about Harley.
I think it's a very solid move. I mean, Harley's a very good defenseman, and in Dallas, they love keeping around their damn good defensemen. I mean, you got like Heiskanen and all that, so I think it's a great move. Do I think that that 10 is a bit much? A little bit, but at the same time, he's a brilliant defenseman, and with the cap rising, you're gonna start paying those players more. I mean, look at what we did with Necas, and look at this other guy we're gonna talk about too. The Utah Mammoth have made a damn good decision in finally signing Logan Cooley to an 8-year, $10 million contract extension. worth every penny in my eyes. I mean, Logan Cooley brings a lot to the Utah Mammoth. He's one of those young guys that kicks a lot of ass with Utah. Let me look up his stats real quick. At the age of 21, oh my God, he's 21. Is a University of Minnesota alumni, and in 75 games played last year, he scored 25 goals, 40 assists, and had 65 points. And so far in this current season, in 12 games, he scored 8 goals, 4 assists, and 12 points. So he's been very good.
8 years, $80 million in total. That is crazy.
I mean, he's like, the Mammoth are a team that's really starting to, try to build themselves like higher. Because I mean, last year was a pretty damn good season. Like, yes, they were third to the bottom in the Central, but I mean, after all the drama involving the Arizona Coyotes, I think it's a very worthwhile move, and I love the guys. So I'm very happy to see that he's getting what he is owed. So. Let's move on to football. Now, I do want to mention there is a ton of stuff, so we are going to try to run through this a bit. Yep. But first and foremost, I have something that really makes me want to cry.
I'll let you get to that.
But let's start with college football.
I was going to say, let's start with college football. First off, I'm going to start off. I'm going to rattle through these as fast as I can. First off, the SEC has permanently suspended the ref who was a part of the crew in the Georgia-Auburn game. He is suspended.
Wow.
The referee Ken Williamson, according to Yellowhammer News, veteran SEC official Ken Williamson has been permanently suspended from officiating conference games, so he can no longer conference SEC games. The decision to remove the longtime referee comes in the immediate wake of the SEC review of 11 complaints against him and his crew during the Auburn-Georgia game earlier last month. According to sources, and 9 of those complaints were validated by conference officials. Now, he saw this too. I posted about it earlier that month when I found out he is the same referee that screwed over the 2019 Ohio State Buckeyes. We should have had 3 championships this decade. But
sure,
it happens. Moving on, another coach has been fired.
This time it is LSU.
I can't.
Oh wait, I can't because I don't have a Coke.
Yep.
But they're out. This is
But
crap.
that was not a shocker to me.
Yeah. So
I even said it before the game. I said if they lose, they are firing their head coach.
Yeah. So Brian Kelly is out, and you know what's interesting is that former LSU player Matthew Langlois. Some guy named Langlois, him too. Some guy named Matthew. He ended up talking about his he basically called out Brian Kelly. He said, and I quote, "He is one of the worst humans I've ever been around." And in another post on Twitter, he said, "I was forced to medically retire before I could even get a second or third opinion. When I was playing very well before my injury, I'd hear from Coach Kelly quite often. The second I got injured, not a word since. Genuinely one of the worst humans I've been around ever. To add on, I showed up early for every meeting, workout, rehab appointment, you name it. I was tossed aside like a piece of garbage. I just made 19 years old at the time. My world completely shattered, and Kelly made sure he knew I wasn't accepted as part of the team. Unless you were producing positively for him on the field, he could care less about you. He'd pass me in the hallways, not a glimpse, not a word. He's only in it for the money and himself. Absolutely ruined the culture of LSU football, and I hope people see the real Brian Kelly." This is extremely telling.
That was crazy. But also,
it's honestly heartbreaking.
But also, here's another thing that happened almost a few days later after this happened. LSU has dismissed offensive coordinator Joe Sloan. The move comes with LSU ranked number 12 at the time on offense in the SEC. Alex Atkins will take over as the play caller for LSU. Sloan spent 4 years on staff there and oversaw the development of Jaden Daniels while he was the quarterback coach. LSU's passing offense was top 10 last year, and total offense was in the top 25 under Sloan last year. those numbers dipped this season to number 47 passing, and get this, number 96 in total offense. LSU has just fallen off since they have lost Jane Daniels and since they have lost some of their other coaches.
And it's crazy to think that that we were thinking Nussmeier was going to go first overall maybe, but nope. Continuing on, another big firing happened. Hugh Freeze got fired by Auburn. After a really bad season, and you want to know something that I think, and I don't know what it is, but I'm expecting some stuff to come out about him too, because Auburn captain Demary Alston has left the team. Hugh Freeze said that Demary failed to meet expectations and standards of the Auburn program, but some are saying that Hugh Freeze also failed to meet expectations of what it means to be an Auburn coach. So, and I think, and like I said, I think this is very telling, because when your captain straight up gets up and leaves, that means something. So, I think we could be seeing stuff coming out about Freeze too, but we will have to see. And there were also two big eliminations in college football from the official college football playoffs. One is the Miami Hurricanes, as Carson Beck has fallen apart and died.
They still have some time.
Yeah, but
they just got to win 6 games.
That's been eliminated.
You want me
the
to
Tennessee Volunteers? Would you just? Can I?
No, go over there. Stay over in your loser's corner. Stay over in your loser's corner. Stay over here.
So
No, stay. I don't want any of your loser over here. You gotta win at some point. You gotta stop.
Win a Super Bowl. So yeah, I mean, what can you even say? Defense sucks. Aguilar isn't getting that much help. Receivers are failing. Life sucks. I'm gonna go cry in a corner. Is this what it's like being a Jets fan?
So moving on for a few more of the NCAA, and I'll try to rattle these off. The NCAA issues a 2-year show cause, 1-year suspension for Jim McElwain in Central Michigan. Connor Stallion's case. If you don't know what that is, that is the cheating scandal that they should have been stripped of the title for.
Crimea River.
No.
Also, some big news. Tampa Bay is going to be hosting the College Football 2029 National Championship game.
I was going to call that later on. I was waiting till the end.
Well, I'm a Buccaneers fan. I'm allowed to. But yeah, so, it's going to be at Raymond James. Let's go.
They call it Champa Bay.
They do call it Champa Bay.
How long has it been since y'all last won the championship before you got Tom Brady?
Talk to me about championships, Browns boy.
Talk to me about
a Cleveland fan trying to talk to a Tampa Bay fan about championships, buddy. The last time you had something to be happy about in your sports were the freaking Cavaliers in 2016, and I'm allowed to be them because I like the Cavs. But dude, Tampa Bay has more championships than pretty much every Ohio team put together, and I'm talking professional sports.
I was about to say, hold on.
Jackets don't have any. The last
we should have had one in 2020.
What?
We should have had it in 2020.
What team? Oh, the Browns?
No.
The
when
Jackets?
We got screwed over, yes.
How did you get screwed over? You guys just lost. You guys got gentlemen swept by Tampa Bay. So eat it, chump.
No.
Don't come crying at me about, why are they called Tampa Bay? You have to go to your collegiate teams to be happy. And also the Cavs.
But
I still like them.
Nebraska coach Matt Rule has signed a 2-year contract extension about a few days ago, which will take him through the 2032 season, and it includes a $15 million buyout this year. So that eliminates him from taking the Penn State position, if you remember how I was talking about that.
Yeah.
But staying with Nebraska.
He hasn't been that bad. Yeah, he's been pretty good in Nebraska.
Yes, he has. Speaking of Nebraska,
this is really bad.
Unfortunately, their quarterback, Dylan Raiola, is out for the rest of the season with a broken fibula. he suffered the injury against USC Southern Cal on Saturday. And that was just a couple of days ago. Another quarterback that is out for the remainder of the season is Arizona State star QB Sam Levitt. He will miss the remainder of the season due to an injury. He is supposed to have season-ending surgery to take care of a lingering issue. It does not specifically say what that lingering issue is. And the final one I have is a college that I have never even heard of. The University of Denver has accepted an invitation to join the West Coast Conference. It will join in July of 2026 and be a member in 9 sports. Denver currently plays in the Summit League, which I believe is a FCS conference.
So anyway, let's move on to the NFL now.
Yes.
There was starting off with even more misery for ya boy. Mike Evans the streak is over. After suffering a horrible injury that was not called by the refs during the game against the Detroit Lions. So Detroit thanked the refs for helping you.
Okay.
After that,
you're starting to sound like me.
I know. It's scary. He suffered a broken clavicle, and he will pretty much miss most of the season. So,
if not the rest of the season.
His 11 straight 1,000-yard season streak is over. Will you give me one moment?
Can we get on with the episode? So, I will move on to some good news for me. At least for me, at least. Myles Garrett has had 10 sacks in 8 consecutive seasons. That passes Reggie White from 1985 to 1995 and Joe Randall, both members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame,
That's
1992 to 1999. Myles Garrett has been with the Browns since 2018. I mean, this is 10 sacks in 8 consecutive seasons. That's crazy. Yeah. Beating Reggie White, a former Tennessee player.
Wow, yeah.
Did you think about that?
I almost forgot about that, actually.
And a current SEC, a former SEC player, has just overcome another former SEC player.
Yeah, because Myles Garrett went to Texas A&M.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, that's ironic because that's where Mike Evans went. But you know the really messed up thing about that? It's the fact that he's the only one in the top 10 with a losing record. It's really sad to see, but
it sucks, but it happens.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, he did choose to stay with Cleveland, so at the end of the day, can you feel bad?
Okay.
But this is something that I definitely feel bad about. Carson Wentz is out for the season after repeated issues with his arm, and this isn't the main thing that I was pissed about, but this is something that is kind of getting to me. Why the hell was he out? I understand McCarthy's injured, but the man was visibly injured. They were running him into the ground, and I recently saw in the first half of the London game, Wentz suffered a dislocation that tore his labrum and fractured the socket. He gutted out 2.4. He gutted out 2.5 more games for the Vikings with a big stabilizing brace, while J.J. McCarthy was recovering from a high ankle injury. Why that? Like, dude, ouch. I'm sorry. You gotta find another guy. You gotta pull out your freaking third string. You gotta get somebody off the street. I don't care. Carson Wentz should not have been out. They were destroying his arm, and I get he wasn't great to begin with, but like, come on, man.
Yes. However, I do feel bad for these fans. Unfortunate news for the New York Giants and fantasy football players. Rookie running back for the Giants, Cam Skattebo, has been ruled out for the rest of the season after suffering a dislocated ankle against the Eagles about a couple Sundays ago.
That was
However,
bad.
it's more than just the dislocated. He also tore some ligaments, some deltoid ligaments, and he also had a fractured fibula. If you cover your ears real quick.
I'm just gonna put this.
Cover your ears real quick. If you don't know what the injury was, basically take your right foot or right leg, keep it straight, and your ankle is like 90 degrees to the left. That's how gruesome That's how gruesome it was, and they showed it on live TV.
Help up. Thank you, sir.
Get back up here, but
yeah, I saw that. It was
just,
legs are not supposed to go that way. Like, why? What is it
Exactly.
with everybody getting leg injuries? Like, we had Tyreek Hill, Fred Warner. Like,
well, Tyreek Hill brought it on himself.
Why is everybody dying? Stop breaking your legs, damn it! You're not in the mafia. But yeah,
there
so
is
that's bad.
There is an injury here. He did
Update.
Injury update. Cam Scatterboo did undergo surgery to repair a dislocated ankle, fibula fracture, and the deltoid ligament. He is expected to be ready by OTAs and minicamp next season.
Wow.
His injury has a 4 to 6 month recovery period.
Did you get it? I think you got it, actually, yeah.
Got it?
Hey, he killed a bug.
But that is something, if you had him on your fantasy team, I feel so bad for you, but there's also one player that we will cover a little bit later on that he's got to get off of his chest.
Yeah.
But let's scramble through.
I'm pissed about that.
Let's scramble through a little bit more of the players before we get through that.
Another injury that happened was second overall pick, Travis Hunter, wide receiver and cornerback, has been placed on injured reserve following a knee injury. I'm gonna be honest, and I might be just saying this because I paid too much attention to how great he played in Colorado.
Yep.
Travis Hunter's been kind of a disappointment. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but he hasn't really been that great of a player. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm too bedazzled by the great Emeka Egbuka. Continuing onwards.
Coming out of retirement is Brandon Graham. He is coming out of retirement, and he is going to sign with the Eagles, and I believe he is still playing on the team to this day.
That's amazing.
So he's pulling a Tom Brady, which is crazy.
Yeah. Come to Tampa Bay and really be Tom Brady. I'm kidding. But, also, we had a Super Bowl before Tom Brady, but, you know,
but
whatever.
Still, you understand what I'm saying.
So, sorry. Also, you want to laugh at the Cowboys with me?
When don't I want to? First off,
see, that's how
you can talk about it. As much as my girlfriend probably hates me for talking down about the Cowboys.
Not to mention her dad. Not to mention my mom, who liked them in the 90s, but she's a Buccaneers fan now, so I don't think it kind of doesn't count.
I always laugh down about the Cowboys, no matter who I root for.
That's why you're my friend.
Speaking of which, they play tonight, so as much as I want to laugh at them, I still need some players from Dallas to play good.
I just want Brandon Aubrey to kick all the field goals in the entire world
extra points.
I want to beat him. I want to beat that guy in fantasy.
Anyway, back to
according to Jerry Jones, who I guess was huffing so much, he was huffing so much gasoline, you'd think he's a character from Cars. The man said, well, I tried. I didn't have a good joke for that yet.
I know, that's why I was like, huh?
He's just like snorting glue. There is nobody that could come in here and do all the contracts and be a GM better than I can.
Buddy, you took a good team.
Keep going.
I'm trying to. You took a team that was really good in the 90s and somehow turned it around to be a freaking quote unquote crappy team. I think you know what word I'm trying to use in that, but I'd rather not get.
Also, Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
I mean that's all we need to say.
Yes,
that's all we need to say. Continuing on.
So a few more that I will cover, and then we'll get to the last one that he's doing. There's just so much, but you can probably find a lot of stuff around there. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett, wide receiver for the, former wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans, has been released. Lockett is expected to be free to sign with another team this past Wednesday. And guess
I do get
what?
that. Oh, and
guess
where
what?
he went.
A week later, the Raiders have signed Tyler Lockett after the release from the Titans. He reunites with former teammate Geno Smith and head coach Pete Carroll.
Yep, there it is.
Who coached him from 2015 to 2024. Lockett, 33, had 70 yards and 10 receptions with Tennessee this season.
Yeah.
So he was not doing too well, just like Calvin Ridley is not doing too well right now.
But I'll get into that here in a little while. So another player another talk about retirement-ish. Veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers says he will retire as a Green Bay Packer when he's done playing football. So I guess he plans on doing like a one-day contract, you know. But honestly, I think that's a good move. I mean, he's always going to be remembered as a Packer. He's not always going to be remembered as a Yinzer or a Jet. He's going to be remembered as that. Speaking of the Jets, the 1-7 New York Jets are planning to increase ticket prices by an average of 3.5% through the whole stadium.
So you're definitely not getting tickets this season.
Why? Your team
You're not
isn't
gonna
even
get
good.
anything.
Like, I could understand it if say the Lions were doing this, or if the Buccaneers were doing this, or if the Colts were doing this, because those teams are some of the top in the league. The Jets literally could not win a game until the freaking Bengals choked against them.
Y'all are
Why?
Y'all are the 2024 Carolina Panthers right now, because you literally dropped your price. Carolina literally dropped their prices to where it was almost 25 cents. 25 cents per ticket, or $1.25, somewhere around there. Yeah, I could literally buy 100 of those and brought every single one of my friends.
But you wouldn't do that because you are a good person and you don't bring your friends to Panthers games. I actually want to go to I want to go to one just so I can root for the Bucks because I've never been to an NFL game. So
You'll probably get there.
yeah, I'll because I think my dad said he kind of wanted to do that too. So
One of the last things that I'm going to cover. One of the last things that I'm going to cover is the NFL has fined the Baltimore Ravens $100,000 for violating the league's injury report policy by incorrectly listing quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation status on Friday, October 24th. The NFL believes the violation was the result of negligence, not an attempt to gain a competitive advantage. If the investigation had determined the violation was intentional or competitive in nature, the discipline would have been more significant, including the potential loss of draft picks.
Wow.
The Ravens cooperated fully with the investigation.
That's unbelievable.
Ooh, they got very lucky. I would have loved to have seen that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hate Baltimore.
I don't like them that much.
Should have stayed in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So I got two more things I want to talk about. The first, and one of these is me just getting pissed off, and the other is predictions for something.
Yes.
So this is what's pissing me off. So Washington Commander Skins football team. I mean Commander Skins football team.
Okay.
So the Washington Commanders star quarterback Jaden Daniels suffered a gruesome elbow injury. I'm not gonna watch it again because I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up the Doritos I ate earlier as a snack. Suffered a gruesome elbow injury and walked off the field with his arm in a brace. So, and keep in mind, this was his first game after October 19th, after nursing an injury, and this is where I'm gonna get pissed off. Why was he playing? Why on God's green earth was Jaden Daniels out on the field? I don't care if Marcus Mariota hasn't been optimal. I don't care if you were, gonna have to pull some homeless crackhead off the street and make him play under center. He shouldn't have been on the field. He shouldn't have been anywhere near the field. Yeah. He should have just been sitting there, drinking a white Monster and enjoying life. He should not have been on there until he is 100% ready. This is 110% on Dan Quinn. And he said, and I quote, I'm not going to quote this, but he said that he's going to take blame for the injury.
You better.
You better, because why the hell was he there? He's still injured.
You're also costing me fantasy points.
Yeah, who gives a crap about you?
Hey!
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
But I have people who do.
Well, thankfully I don't. But seriously, it's ridiculous. And somebody that ended up calling out Dan Quinn for this. You know, somebody was like, "Oh, this is horrible." RG3.
Yep.
Robert Griffin III, former Browns legend, literally called them out and said that this was a bad idea. I watched his video on Twitter. Like, I didn't actually watch it on
X.
Twitter. Who the hell calls it X? I mean, I didn't watch it on Twitter because I don't go to Twitter because I think it's a cesspool of... It's bigger cesspool than Michigan.
Thank you.
And and stuff like that. But they had the video available on Bleacher Report, so you know I worked that out. He was horrified for it, and that is horrifying to think about. I mean, hold on, because I saw this really this kind of disturbing statistic. So Jane Daniels was drafted 2nd overall by the Commanders. The team he played against when he was injured was the
Seattle
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Was the Seahawks. He was injured on Northwest Field. It was a 2nd down, and it was on the 4th-yard line. When RG3 suffered his gruesome injury, it was on. He literally same circumstances. Northwest of the field, 2nd down, on the 4-yard line. He was selected 2nd overall by the Redskins at the time, and played against the Seahawks. I pray that he does not have the same trajectory. This is 100% on Dan Quinn. This is on the O-line and everything like that. So, and I'm not the only person who thinks this. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying stuff like this. Like Ben DiNucci was like, "Why is Jane Daniels in the game down 38-7? That's inexcusable from Dan Quinn. He's a better coach than that." And according to Corbin K. Smith, no reason Jane Daniels should have still been playing. That's on Dan Quinn. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you know. So, the last thing I want to talk about is this upcoming NFL draft is looking very interesting because as of right now, I believe the consensus 1st overall could go to either the New York Jets or the New Orleans Saints. That's what I've been seeing.
I think it's going to be New York Jets. They
it's
say
gonna be
that
them.
they gave it away. However, they still are the worst team in the NFL currently right now.
Yeah.
The New Orleans Saints have at least put up a fight. New York Jets have basically done nothing, and it pains me to say that considering 2 Ohio State players, as far as I know, are on that team.
Fields and who else?
Wilson. And Wilson's
Garrett
injured.
Wilson? I didn't know.
And Wilson is injured.
I thought he played for Penn State. Why do I think everybody plays for frickin' Penn State? But anyway.
Because you hate Ohio State.
No, because I actually don't remember who everybody plays for, you Egg McMuffin.
Okay.
So continuing on, what I was going to say. So there are a lot of different ways that this draft could go. So after I say what I want to say, I want to hear what you what team you think should get, like what position some random team you think should get. My opinion is this. I think I'm gonna go for the Titans. I think that the first thing that they need to get in the 1st round is an offensive line guy, because their season's been a disaster and Cam Ward is getting pummeled right now, and he needs weapons. Yes, but he can't throw to anybody if he's getting absolutely mauled by freaking Badgers, and not the Wisconsin Badgers. I mean, like, he's getting mauled to death behind that O-line, because his O-line has been terrible. Because, in my opinion, Ward isn't the problem. It's the fact that he can't, throw anything because his O-line collapses like a deck of cards. So I think look at what New England did. Drake May got hit a lot during his first season, and they went out and picked up Will Campbell, one of the best tackles in the draft from LSU, and he's done wonders for that New England offensive line. And look at how great the Patriots have been. I'm not saying that Campbell's been carrying or that that's all they needed, but I mean, he's been a major piece. So I personally think that Cam Ward and the Titans need to be looking at solidifying their offensive line this upcoming draft. So, what are your thoughts?
I kind of agree with you on that. The thing is, they need to get their offensive line going, but they also need to look at some of the wide receivers that they have out there. So you've got players like Carnell Tate coming out of the season. You've got some other wide receivers. I'll have to look to see their names. I can't remember some of their names, but there's a lot of wide receivers that
I think Staley comes out this year, but I don't remember.
But there are some good wide receivers that are coming out of there, so I think you could probably use them in that situation. But you also have to look at some people who need defensive sides.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different teams that really need a defense. So, like, I guess you could say, like, you could look at Arizona. They may need a strong safety. You could go, or you could go to a safety position or
who's
quarterback.
the best safety in the draft right now?
There's no doubt it's Caleb Downs from The Ohio State University.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes first overall. People are going to fight to get in that number 1 spot if they need a defense. I would say Arizona needs a defense. You've got Pittsburgh is doing really well. They could use a better defense. Cincinnati needs a little bit better.
Well, yeah,
defense.
but I mean, they have but Pittsburgh has the most expensive defense in the entire league, and it sucks really without TJ Watt.
But even with TJ Watt, they're still not doing well. You saw the game against that they had recently, and they were battling to the end. And that should have been easy. A lot of people were saying that should have been an easy one for them. So it just depends on who you go with. I can't say that the New York Jets are going to go with Caleb Downs first overall because that's what everybody's predicting.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's a lot of other pieces they need. They could go quarterback. Fields isn't good. Tyrod Taylor isn't good, and their receivers aren't really much of a problem. They could also go O-line. There's a lot of stuff that the Jets need.
I would say if the Jets still stick at number 1 overall and they want to go quarterback, they may trade down and have somebody who wants a better team.
Yeah.
And get a quarterback from them, or have somebody on defense and get a quarterback from them. Either that, or there's going to be a lot of teams trying to get up there, or they're just going to go first overall with a quarterback who should not be first overall.
What quarterback do you think would go first?
I would have to say I think it's either going to be Mateer, who has been showing up quite a bit with Oklahoma. He's been doing really good.
Yeah.
But also, I could also look, as much as it hurts me, I could look at Mendoza, who is on
I thought you were going to say
Indiana.
San, and I was about to smack you.
No, I would say Mendoza from Indiana. And as much as I want to say he's been great or how much he's been bad, I can't really argue with it. He is on the same level as most, if not a lot of dominating Heisman winners. So it just depends on how it goes. I think if somebody's going to go for a quarterback and they want to get number 1 overall, Mendoza's going to be close to that.
Yeah.
But I say he's going to be lower top 10. He is going to be close to that number 10 position. He's not going to be up there in the top 5. You're going to see Caleb Downs go number 5, or in the top 5. You're going to see wide receivers, running backs, maybe even O-line players go number 1 or in the top 5. Do I think Mendoza has the mentality to go there? No, I'd say he's bottom half of the top 10, but he does have potential. So that is all I'm going to have to say on that. We will keep an update on the draft.
And one thing that I do want to mention is that we could see, I'm not going to say that it's because he's bad, but we could see Caleb Downs go down in the draft. Hear me out.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, so we could see him go down. I'm not saying you go to 20th overall.
He's not gonna.
But we could see him go to 3rd or 4th because look at last year's draft. It was looking like Travis Hunter was going to be absolute consensus, but then out of nowhere, this dude this goaltender from the University of Miami, Cam Ward, shot up like a rocket. And he went first overall. So we could very well see a low-star recruit shoot to the very top. Pitt's quarterback is doing really good, and I've seen people say he could go high.
So you say that, but to be fair, Tennessee did need a quarterback more than anything. They did not need a wide receiver cornerback at that time. So that's the reason why he did not go overall. Every single one that I saw from last year had Cam Ward going first, Travis Hunter at least going in the top 5. There was multiple people saying that he was going to go to Cleveland, multiple people saying he was going to go lower.
Yeah, you thought he was going to. I think he would have been great in Cleveland.
I was for sure thought he was going to Cleveland, and then Cleveland screwed themselves.
Here's the thing. I don't think they really screwed themselves because they got a damn good haul from the Jaguars in that deal, and plus they still got a need in Mason Graham, who's been balling with the Browns.
He's been
playing Lincoln Park. That's my favorite band.
Okay.
But he's been doing great, and they need him to get a little to take some of the heat off of Myles Garrett. He's been a great asset, and so them managing to get that deal from the Jaguars, and they still get another first round pick this year. And they're still getting a guy that they need. That was some good business from the Browns.
I guess so, yeah.
But, what do I know? Let's be honest, we'd both be a better GM than Jerry Jones. So,
maybe.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry about the delay. We're going to be up. We're going to try to upload a little more.
We're going to be back where we're at.
Yeah, we're we are so back. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you didn't, then I don't know, go away. But if you did, like, subscribe, tell all your friends. Don't show up at our house. And go Sportsball.